Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, episode number 64 for your Thursday nights. What are we? September 8th, 2022, 6:33 p.m. And I'm joined by, as always, ProEnzo Vidz, All Out CHAMPA. Fellas, how the hell are we?
Going fantastic, brother. Good to see yourself and CHAMPA here, and it's going to be a very good episode ahead. I'm looking forward to it.
CHAMPA, how you going, my friend?
Mate, I'm doing well. Yeah, that's right. It is September, and when September's here, you know what that means, boys. Finals footy! I'm so keen, and I'm also keen to do this podcast, guys. In the chat, you're going to love this episode.
Before I go to the live chat, if you haven't been watching the channel this week because you've been stuck in the wilderness, allow me to just show off my incredible haircut.
Hey, the fresh fade.
Nice, look at that.
In top of Sydney.
Oh, wow. The beard's also trimmed up as well. He's looking clean, guys. The bear's looking
How
clean.
good.
If you see me in Sydney and you're a female, call me up.
Oh,
You heard it there.
I'm only fucking.
you heard it there, guys.
I'm not going down there for chicks. I'm going down there to see the Cowboys bash the Sharks.
Hey, yeah.
Big game ahead.
There
Because
we
as
go.
we say, drug, no love. All right.
They are all
Ladies
a
and
bunch
gentlemen,
of cheaters.
welcome to the podcast, episode number 64. Hello to the live chat. Hello to Nathan Moore, Jason Reader. Hello to Cody Games PlayStation, CJ Moxley, Bosky, Warriors, our fanatics is in the chat.
Fanatics.
Peripi, SS Storm fan, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, Jay Evans is here as he always is. Z-Tank 99 in the live chat too. Good to see you.
Hey, Z-Tank.
You love to see it. And yeah, crowd's looking good. Love to see it. And we've
How
also
good.
got Medale. However the hell you pronounce it. I hope I got that right. But let's go, boys. Oh, Jaden Lambert is here too. Good to see the crowd building up, looking good. All right. Episode 64. If you're new to the podcast, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Share the podcast around all over social media. You know, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Hell, even promote it on Snapchat if you want. I don't give a fuck. Just promote it around.
Let's get this
Shout it around.
podcast growing.
You might as well make an OnlyFans account for the podcast. Is that good?
Oh, let's go.
Get likes for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
We'll
$69.99 per month.
That's right.
We'll be in the top 1% in no time, boys.
Let's get into the podcast. Let's get into the first topic of the show. Topic number 5. And fellas, the Cowboys, they have re-signed Murray Taulagi until the end of 2026. Cowboys getting their young guns sorted out, trying to keep as many young ones as they can, because we all know a lot of them are going to be probably looked at quite heavily from other teams. Start with you on this one, first of all, that CHAMPA. What do you make of this Cowboys re-signing Murray Taulagi?
Oh, I'm a big fan of Murray Taulagi. I think he's going to be a future superstar. He's already a superstar right now, and he's only getting better and better as the games go on. He's a try-scoring machine. His agility and versatility is just amazing. I still can't get over the try he scored against us at Magic Round. That was a thing of beauty. Oh, it was just a thing of beauty. And to see that the Cowboys have taken that and have re-signed him into 2026 is amazing. All right, he is going to be one of the top wingers in no time. And staying with the Cowboys, man, he's only going to get better. I think this is a great decision from the Cows.
100%. What about yourself, ProEnzo Vidz? Cowboys re-signing Murray Taulagi.
Oh, yeah, it's great news, I think, for the Cowboys. I think that, he's really taken his game to another level this year. He's improved out of sight as well, I think, because he's been around since 2018, but hasn't quite hit his, potential that we know he can have. And this year, I think this year, 4 years later, he's been a consistent winger now on that left-hand side for the Cowboys. And no, he's playing really well. And this new deal for him doesn't come as a surprise for me. I think this is good for himself and the Cowboys fans and the club in general. So, no, great decision there.
I think he is a really good young player, Murray Taulagi. There were question marks before the season if he would fit into the Cowboys team, because you have a look at the outside backs at the start of the year. They didn't know where to put everybody, so they just went, look, we might as well just go Taulagi on the wing, see how he goes. And he has done a fantastic job all season. He ended up playing Origin. Now, he didn't play great in his Origin debut, but not many outside backs that are his age are going to anyway. So he'll get better as the years go on. He did have a bit of dip in form there after Origin. He's still been good, but the last couple of weeks he's been a lot better than what he was, say, 4 or 5 weeks ago. But he's a fantastic young talent, and he's only going to get better. And just want to ask you guys this: where would you rank him in the wingers in the NRL on this year's form?
Oh, if you're putting a top 10, or if you're getting him a rating out of 10, yeah, I reckon he is in the top 10. I reckon he's sort of that 6th to 7th position. Okay. I reckon he still has a long way to go before he's at the likes of Adokar and Johnston, but he's climbing there. He's climbing there in rapid succession. So I think it's all right.
ProEnzo, Vidz, is Murray Taulagi a top 10 winger in the game based off this year's form?
I think so. I think he's been great for the Cowboys. He's been one of those players that done a lot and played a big part in the reason why they're going so well this year. So top 10 for me as well.
Yeah, I think he's top 10. He's a quality player, boys. Quality player. He's got it all. The potential's there, and the combination between him and Valentine Holmes is only going to get better. And then you've got guys like Dearden and Leilua there as well in that left edge. It's only going to get better for the Cowboys. So,
wow,
very smart decision from Todd Payton and the club to keep Murray Taulagi at the club until 2026. Topic number 4. This is a topic that I really did not want to bring up on the podcast. I did not want to bring this up. I tried so hard to avoid this whole thing, but it has to be discussed.
It has to be discussed.
Has to be.
It just has to be discussed. I don't even want to talk about it, but it just has to be done.
It's the biggest thing right now.
It's probably the biggest headline all week. Fellas, Panthers left winger Tolutau May. Earlier this season, or I think it was late last year, I don't even know when it was. It was pretty sure it was early. I think it was late last year, after the grand final. He was at a club with Nathan Cleary. Nathan Cleary was getting photos with some players. Some of them were being cheeky towards Nathan Cleary in the pub or club. I think it was a pub. And Tolutau May didn't like the way the fan was approaching Cleary, the way he was being, I guess you could say, confronted. But Tolutau May walks up from behind him, grabs him by the neck, throws him on the ground. Tolutau May calls that guy to have a couple of neck issues. Tolutau May went to court, was found guilty of assault charge. He's been given a 2-week match ban from the NRL, which he can take next season, which I don't get. I believe he's also had to pay a bit of compensation to the guy that he physically assaulted. My biggest problem with this whole thing, boys, why is he being suspended for next year? Why isn't he being suspended now? Because it's not fair that someone can get suspended for a different incident, but Tolutau May did something like an assault charge, but he doesn't have to cop it till next year. I mean, that's just ridiculous. CHAMPA, obviously you live around that area in Penrith. What have you made of this whole situation?
I think the 2-game ban is fair. I think him getting fined, a grand? I think that's fair. But what I don't understand this whole buy now, pay later sort of.
It's not afterpay.
Exactly. You don't have to pay your punishment. Now, honestly, the whole scenario with him at the club. I mean, I don't see no issue with it. He defended Nathan Cleary. Sure, he could have escalated to somewhere it didn't have to lead to violence, but how I saw it, he was defending Cleary. I have no problems with that. Of course, he was eventually going to get punished, but I mean, all right. So if someone else does a situation like that mid-season, is he allowed to play the next few games and then take it off, like let's say in the next few rounds? That doesn't make sense. When has that ever happened before? You do the punishment, you get suspended. You did the suspension on the spot, and for the NRL to say, oh, we're doing this for the fans. We're doing this for the fans because we want to put it.
Dumbass.
Yeah, we want to do it for the fans because we want to make sure they get the best footy. Fuck off. What the fans want is consistency. Because if one of their favorite players has a similar situation, he gets banned on the spot, he'll go to Villandis and be like, well, why can't he take 2 games later? Why can't he play 2 games now and take the suspension later? It's ridiculous. What?
Lindsay Collins got suspended for a hip drop tackle.
Yeah, can you take the suspension next year as well?
Exactly.
That's what I don't get. Now, if you're gonna fucking assault someone, especially at a pub where there's cameras, why would? Oh my god, man! And I listened to Peter V'landys's interview. Honestly, it's favoritism towards Penrith. It's laughable, and it's honestly laughable. Now, I got a question for you, fellas. If this was Jack DeBellin or someone who's been in controversial problems before, would this have been a bigger charge?
Oh no, 100%. I think it would have been a much bigger charge, and we've seen bigger charges. And remind you boys of this. All right, Israel Folau is banned from the NRL for quoting something from a book.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That's dumb. But Taylor May assaults someone, and he can play the next few games for free.
But then gets suspended next year for the first 2 rounds. Makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Where's the consistency? Oh my god.
Peter V'landys is like, oh, we're doing this for the fans. The fans want him suspended right now.
Exactly. That's what the fans want.
Poor excuse.
Bro,
it
makes the game look stupid.
And soft. Very soft.
Look, I think whoever the officials or the judiciary or whoever does this
the match review
banding
committee
system,
take care of
the
match review committee.
Yeah, match review committee. I think they're all a bunch of knobheads. I mean, they're obviously lost in the head. They can't review anything for shit. All right, and if for the NRL to allow this to happen, and for the head of the table, the CEO Peter V'landys to say we're doing it for the fans, that is unprofessionalism right there. That is unprofessionalism right there.
Also, just reading here, Taylor May was fined $7,500 by the NRL, ordered to undergo counselling, and suspended for 2 games over the incident at a pub during last year's grand final celebration. But he doesn't have to take the suspension until next year. It makes no sense. So if Taylor May on the weekend against Parramatta tomorrow night in that qualifying final, if he has a big game, scores a trial to runs for 150 meters, Parramatta fans are going to go, you shouldn't even be fucking playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just imagine if he scores a game-winning try.
Oh, bro.
Their fans will go crazy.
Absolutely.
I think we can all agree here. This whole situation is stupid, and May should be suspended now.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fucking dumbass. Fucking bullshit, man. All right. Topic number 3. Fellas, there's been some whispers coming out of the UK and over here in Australia that the Newcastle Knights are interested in Brody Croft. Now, Brody Croft currently plays in the Super League for my team, the Salford Red Devils. I've been watching him very closely this season. The Newcastle Knights need a halfback. Croft is a 5'8" halfback. Croft is better at 5'8" than he is halfback. That is a common fact. ProEnzo, you watch the Super League closely as well. Newcastle want Brody Croft. Would you take Brody Croft right now? Or if you're Brody Croft, would you go, Newcastle might not be the best option for him. What do you reckon about this?
Well, I always knew that he would come back to the NRL one day because I think that he's still very young, and I think that any NRL club would probably, a couple would at least look at him and go, okay, maybe Croft deserves another chance in the NRL. Let's sign him here. But I don't know if it makes too much sense to me if Newcastle's the club, because didn't they just sign Tyson Gamble, and didn't they just have Clifford and Clune are there too? Looked like the best.
Crossland's there as well. Crossland's there still.
And he's staying for another year because he was off contract, so he's staying for another year.
And Caleb Ponga wants to play 5A as well, which I'm hearing too.
Yeah, so it's very weird at Newcastle at the moment. But like, I think Brody Croft would go well at Newcastle. Just don't think that's the club that really fits him, to be honest. I think that, I can't think off the top of my head, obviously, but there's obviously other clubs out there that could use him a bit more better and that would benefit him more, I reckon, other than Newcastle, because they just signed Gamble. I don't think you need Croft after you sign Gamble, right?
Well, that's exactly right. I'll tell you what. There is probably 3 clubs that come to mind that I reckon would suit Brody Croft. I reckon one of them is the New Zealand Warriors. I reckon one of them could be the Dragons. And the other one, I wouldn't even mind if he went to Manly and played 5'8" with DCA at halfback. I wouldn't even mind that.
I don't think it's going to happen, but...
I know Josh Schuster's going to play 5'8" next year, but if it didn't work out, Croft and Cherry Evans, Turbo at fullback, it doesn't sound like a bad spine to me.
Yeah, potentially, maybe.
Just saying, It wouldn't be a bad move. I don't know, man. I just... It's a weird one, isn't it? Champa, what do you make of this?
I don't follow the Super League as closely as you boys do, but I have been watching highlights of him, and he's playing some good footy. I won't say he isn't. He looks like he's improved the last time he was in Australia in the NRL. And look, I was watching when he was at Melbourne and all that. He always had the talent. Brody Croft. He just needed the right team.
Right coach.
Yeah. The Knights. Well, besides the West Tigers, I think the Knights is the most broken club in the NRL right now. They're having all sorts of trouble, coach problems, all that. Maybe a new fresh face in Brody Croft, a player who's improved in form, could lift their spirits. Whether he goes to 5'8" or it's a halfback, who knows? Like you said, they've just signed Gamble. They got Crosslands and Clune, but look, I reckon if you compare to Campbell, Crosslands, and Clune and Clifford, I reckon Brody Croft's better than all of them. So I reckon he'll get the position before any of they do. And if Caleb Ponga, well, I know Caleb Ponga wants to play 5'8", but I see him more as a fullback. So
he's a fullback.
Yeah. I think Brody Croft going to the Knights is a fantastic option for both ends. For the Knights, they get an informed half, or if they want to play in 5'8", you get an informed player. And Brody Croft, he makes his return to the NRL. And, yeah, we'll see how he goes in the Knights. I reckon the Knights should really go for him. I think so.
Boys, I reckon this would be a horrible move.
Oh, for Croft or for the Knights?
For Croft.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because you look at... So, Brody Croft at Salford over there in the UK, right? He's been playing 5'8". He's been playing a bit of second fiddle. He's been running the ball as a running 5'8". Now, if you play him at halfback, you're going to put more pressure on him and you're going to make him do a lot more than what he's used to. Over in the Super League, he's been playing 5'8". The halfback for Salford is a guy by the name of Mark Sneed. Now, Mark Sneed has a magnificent kicking game and he takes control and takes all the pressure off Croft. So that allows Croft to run the ball and he does all that other stuff that 5'8s do. So if Croft's coming back to the NRL, you got to put him at 5'8". You can't have him at a halfback. So I would wait. If I was Croft, I'd say, look, I appreciate the offer. Thanks, but no thanks. If I was Croft, I would wait until there's an opportunity to play 5'8", because I don't see Croft coming back over here as an organising halfback. He's a running 5'8" now.
But if they sign him at 5'8", do you see him still carrying that good form that he had at Salford, or do you think he'll still struggle?
It depends where he goes.
Yeah, I was going to say, as well as transitioning from the Super League to the NRL, playing like a main position there at halfback, where like he hasn't been playing there for like a very long time. It's going to be very hard for him as well with all the pressure.
Yeah. I don't reckon there'll be that much pressure on him if he's playing 5'8" and they got someone at a halfback doing a job, doing, the controlling stuff. So,
Yeah.
look, I think Newcastle would not be the right option. I just don't think a spine of Ponga, Clifford, Croft, and Brayley, I don't see that working. I don't see that as a top 8 threat. Now, personally, I think Manly would be his best option. I just believe that Croft and Cherry Evans would work so well. I think that'd be a great combination. But Manly want Schuster at 6, and they're probably not going to go down that path. But
No.
I just reckon right now, looking at teams that need a 6, Manly would be my best option for Croft. But I'm sure Croft will get other offers, but I wouldn't go to Newcastle to play in the halves.
Maybe Dogs or Dragons, potentially, possibly.
Well, they've got a Monet there. They've got Sullivan and Hunt's still the 7. So
Maybe Dogs.
you don't really want Brody Croft playing halfback. You want him as 5'8". So the Dragons are definitely not letting go of fucking a Monet or Jaden Sullivan anytime soon. I don't believe.
Maybe in England, possibly.
You also mentioned the Warriors, Nick. You reckon he'll go good with someone like Sean Johnson?
Well, I don't see why not. He's got the experience about him, and if you play for the Warriors, there's a bit, less pressure for you than, say, a club in Sydney. Less pressure.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would say the Titans, but your career will go to hell if you go there. It will go backwards. But
yeah, they've got 6 and 4 in here.
Like I said, I reckon Manly would be mad for him, but I don't think anyone else is interested but Newcastle. So if I was Croft, I'd say no, thank you. Stay in Salford, stay there for another year and see what happens next year.
I was going to say that as well. Maybe wait in England for better opportunities in 2024, maybe.
Yeah, wait till 2024, see what happens. But yeah, watch this space on Brody Croft. Newcastle are interested, and we'll see what happens there with Crofty and the Newcastle Knights. All right. Topic number 2. This could be a bit of a argument topic, this one here, fellas. Excuse me. Topic number 2. Should Cronulla and Penrith be playing at home, or should they be hosting finals games at ANZ or Allianz? Now, Penrith, they can fit about 23,000 at Penrith, I believe. I'm not sure what the exact figure is.
23,000.
And Shark Park can only fit 12,000 because of the construction that's still getting built. Cronulla is probably the main argument here, but a few people would say Penrith Parramatta should be at ANZ because that fit 60,000 there, they reckon. I want to start with you on this one, Champa, because you seem like you got something to say about it. Should Cronulla and Penrith, who finished first and second, should they be playing at home or should they be taking it to ANZ or Allianz?
Right. Is ANZ the home ground of Panthers and the Sharks? No. Is Allianz the home ground of Panthers and the Sharks?
No.
Well, there you go. There's your answer right there. I understand. You want to fit more crowd in there. You want to fit more of the fans to get a better atmosphere. I've been to Penrith Stadium before. The atmosphere is amazing there. It doesn't matter if you don't have 40 or 50,000 there. You can fit a good 20,000 there, and it feels like you're at ANZ. That's how good the atmosphere is. Now, the Sharks is probably the bit more controversial one, how you can only fit a small 12,000, and it's still under construction, and tickets went fast. Like I got mine.
Don't even mention it.
No, yeah, Tuesday.
I got mine just in time, but look, the Sharks one, I can understand the argument. It's a bit small, but it's the home ground, all right? You don't get these opportunities often, only if you finish first or second. So I think that playing at Penrith and playing at Shark Park is the best option for both clubs, all right? ANZ and Allianz, yeah, you would have fit more, but it's not a home ground, all right? Just leave it at that.
ProEnzo, what do you think about this whole situation?
Well, I remember we did touch on this a couple of weeks ago in another podcast episode, I think, and Yeah, obviously I said that I'd prefer it to be maybe at ANZ or Allianz instead, but I've changed my mind actually. I think that maybe looking more into it now, I think that those teams that have finished with a home final deserve their right to play at their own home ground. But yes, you can go off what happened on Tuesday as well. Well, obviously, when we're getting tickets, like, it was overflowing and it was just so hard to get all at once trying to get the tickets. Yeah, it was just a ridiculous situation, but thank God we got some anyway. But yeah, no, look, I think that if you finish, second, finish first, finish, fifth, sixth, you deserve a home final. And I think that's what I'd go off personally. And I just think that, maybe they don't have the best atmosphere or when it's full capacity, maybe, but it doesn't hold as many people, but I still think that in general would be still pretty good at full capacity if that was the case.
I've got two things to say about this. Penrith Stadium, I've got no problem with that hosting a finals game because you can fit 22,500 people there. I believe if you are going to host a finals game at suburban grounds, you have to be able to fit at least 20,000. Anything under 20,000 can go and fuck itself. So I've got no problem with Penrith playing at Penrith. I've got no issue with it. But as for Cronulla, they can only fit 12,500 people at the moment. The capacity of Shark Park's about 22,000 as well. At the moment, they can only fit 12,000. So you mean to tell me a team that finished second are going to host a final at home with only 12,000 people allowed to be there?
That's the issue.
It's the home ground, Nick.
I don't give a fuck. 12,000 for a finals game? What? It doesn't even feel like a finals game with 12,000 people.
Well, I was there a couple of weeks ago for when Sharks play the Bulldogs, and there's still maintenance to be done there as well. So, there's another worry with the atmosphere.
Do you want to make money, or do you want to just care about the crowd advantage?
But that's what it's all about. That's a home finals.
12,000 people. Are you okay with that?
Okay. It's a bit smaller than usual, but honestly, at the end of the day, we're there for the game. All right.
12,500 people for a fucking qualifying final.
It could feel like 20,000 with the whole everyone
anymore. It's not COVID crowds anymore. Jesus Christ.
All right. Do you believe that it's going to be a bit, let's say, packed, a bit of over capacity, a bit
fucking
squished in?
It will be. I'm going to be there. We're all going to be there. And look, when we're all there on Saturday, it's going to feel like a finals game. It's going to be fantastic being there live. But I'm just looking at it on the outside. I'm going, 12,000 for a finals game? Are you serious? No. No. That's not right. That's not right at all. It needs to be that fucking Sharks and Cowboys game should have been at Allianz Stadium. That should have been at Allianz Stadium.
But it's not their home ground. I
don't give a fuck if it's their home ground.
You gotta be there. You gotta be fair for the Sharks. All right,
fuck the Sharks. They will make so much more money if they move to Allianz or ANZ, bro. You will get 25,000 at the Sydney Football Stadium, or you'd get 30,000. I guarantee you would get at least 25 to 30,000. But instead, you're going to deny about 15,000 people to go to the fucking game. The Cowboys fans are smart. They're like, I'm not paying $90 for a fucking ticket because the prices are bullshit. They're all up in Townsville in the car park, ready to go with the fucking car park. Fucking hell.
Smart.
I was lucky to get a ticket.
Oh, we all were.
Oh, man, I got mine just in time. There was like 50 tickets left. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to really order it right then.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Seriously, though, come on. 12,000 people for a qualifying final between second and third.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
so if you feel like if they had it at Allianz, a double header finals game, you got the first game, which is Cowboys Sharks, and then you got South Roosters to end it off on the same night? You
No,
reckon that
because then Roosters and Rabbitohs fans are going to whinge about, oh, we can't go because there's not enough tickets. That's why you go to Homebush.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sharks and Cowboys should be at ANZ Stadium.
You reckon? You reckon?
You get 25 to 30,000 easy.
Yeah, good money too. So
Cowboys fans would go, well, if it's at Homebush, we're coming down. I'm telling you I'll tell you this. Saturday night, we're all going to be at Shark Park. There will be, I reckon, between 100 to 500 Cowboys fans. There won't be many at all.
We'll be cheering.
Yeah.
We'll be cheering.
There's going to be at least 10 to 11,000, maybe 12,000 Shark supporters. There might be a few Cowboys fans. I'm going to be outnumbered. It's going to be ridiculous.
Hey, yo, with us cheering, Nick, we'll sound like 20,000. Don't worry, mate.
I'm going
We
to
got
fucking
the
give it to
Cowboys.
them. I'm going to rip into them like no tomorrow.
Up the cows.
We need to try and get a drug Nella chant going.
oh, Sharks are going crazy.
Drug Nella.
But in all seriousness, I think it's an absolute disgrace. I think it's an absolute embarrassment that they're going to have 12,000 people at a fucking qualifying final between second and third, where if you go to the Sydney Football Stadium or you go to Allianz, you get 25 to 30,000 there. You make more money, you let more fans in, and everyone's happy. But no, 12,000 people. The ground's still... Now, I've spoken to a couple of rugby league YouTubers that have been to Shark Park this year, and they're saying, no way this ground can hold a fucking final game. No way.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've been there, so...
Ridiculous.
It's still under construction. I guess that because it's still under construction, it's going to be probably a bit dangerous considering it is a construction site.
I hope it's dangerous.
But it's a finals game. That's what I just come down to. It's a finals
The last thing I'll say on this, if anybody thinks it's fair that 12,000 people can go to a final, I think that's bullshit. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah.
12,000 people are only allowed for a fucking qualifying final between second and third.
Why did they start construction during mid-season of the year? Why couldn't they wait till it was like end of the season?
Don't know. Let's move on, boys. Fuck Shark Park. I can't wait to be there, and we're gonna ambush them. Can't wait.
up the
Good on Saturday.
Fuck the Sharks. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Topic number 1, boys. As we all know, the NRL finals start this weekend. Fellas, the finals start tomorrow night. We are going to have a good look at this. Who is going to be in the grand final and who wins it all? CHAMPA, what's the grand final going to be and who's going to win the whole thing this year?
Well, it's not going to have Penrith.
What?
It's not going to have Penrith.
What?
And I was huge on Penrith making the grand final. Well, I got this sneaking suspicion they're going to get smashed by Para this weekend. Oh, they're going to get smashed by Para tomorrow. And joining Parramatta in the grand final, your boys, Nick, the Cowboys.
Really?
That's a weird.
How about
grand
that?
final.
That's a weird. We would have never seen that grand final happening. Parramatta and the Cowboys.
What a surprise!
Where's the king?
Oh, the king, he'd love that.
Where is the king? The king would be going mad right now.
Now, this is where you might hate me, Nick.
Go on.
I think Parramatta, the time has come. And this. If there is any chance for them to win the grand final, it has to be this year. And they have my tip. Parramatta will win the grand final, and they will win this year.
It's not consistent.
That's my tip.
If we make the grand final and lose, I might end up in hospital.
Jesus Christ!
Holy
That's not
fuck.
going to end.
Good Lord. All right, Parramatta versus North Queensland. That's definitely a different grand final to what a lot of people are predicting. ProEnzo Vidz, what's your grand final looking like?
Well, I told you, like you lads in our chat there, and I I've got Penrith there, obviously, because I think Penrith are the benchmark, and I can't see a grand final without them. That's just me for this year. But the team that I think will get there and play them will be the Sharks, in my opinion. I've obviously said to myself that I am looking at the Sharks, sort of, barracking them for a little bit in the finals, just because I just feel like that's who I'm still going to be watching closely. And I don't know, I just think they are good enough, and they've got enough experience, and they've got enough big name players to get there. That's just me. I think Panthers Sharks grand final this year.
Ooh, yeah, pretty boring grand final. Nah, come on, bro.
I reckon it'll be alright. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't hate it. It'd be all right. It'd be a lot better than saying Melbourne in there.
Yeah, true.
Oh, come on, Raiders.
Anyone but them fuckers.
Come on, Raiders.
All right, for me, well, I said it mid-year. I haven't changed my mind. I think it's going to be a Panthers versus Cowboys grand final. I think it will be.
It could happen.
The last time the Cowboys played finals, they made the grand final. That was in 2017. Last time they finished third, the Cowboys, they won the grand final. So, might be a bit of an omen there. But Cowboys, they will win the premiership, and they will beat Penrith in the grand final. It's the Cowboys' year.
Wow.
I'm not going against my boys. Mate, we've come this far. I will never go against these guys ever again now. Never.
I think for the whole year we've been saying as well. It'd be a Cowboys Panthers grand final as well.
And
then you've changed your mind for Cronulla because they've beat all the bottom teams. Unbelievable.
No. I think they'll go right at finals. I don't know. That's just me.
Come on, Parramatta. Come on,
Lorenzo,
Para.
Mate, that is fake news, Lorenzo. You are bullshitting yourself.
Look, guys, you're forgetting the big thing here, and that's Parramatta beating the Storm, beating the Panthers. They finish fourth. They get a double chance. This is it. It's Parramatta's year this year. I can't stress that enough.
Champa, I'm gonna piss you off here. I really am. Parramatta's going out in straight sets, buddy. They're going out the first 2 weeks.
Oh, they're going to choke as usual, you think? Oh, stop it, Nick. I reckon they're winning it this year.
We will get.
I reckon they will.
We will get to the preview in a little bit, but I think they lose tomorrow night. They might get past Melbourne or Canberra. They might just get over them, but they're fucked week 3, whoever they play.
Oh, no, I don't know.
You know what? That's it. I'm going to do my finals predictor thing. So here we go. Let me go onto my phone here.
Oh, here we go.
The Bears predictions. What are they going to hold?
This is what I reckon is going to happen in the finals. I see a lot of people have been doing their bracket lately. A lot of people are doing their bracket. Now, to all the people out there that say the Cowboys can't win in New South Wales, I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to suck my dick. Because that is absolute fake news. The Cowboys have won 3 times in New South Wales this year, and they have lost 3 times in New South Wales. They lost to the Rabbitohs, Roosters, and Panthers in New South Wales, and they beat the Seagulls, the Dragons, and the Raiders in New South Wales this year. So anyone thinking that we can't win in Sydney, it is absolute fake news. It's bullshit. So what I reckon is going to happen, and let me just say this. The amount of people that reckon we're going out in straight sets, you fucking evil motherfuckers. You reckon we're going to go out in Townsville? Seriously. Unless we're playing Penrith and Townsville, no one's beating us up there.
No, it won't.
So obviously, I reckon, obviously, everyone knows who I've tipped over the weekend. So we'll just get to week 2 here. So I've got Parramatta playing Melbourne on the Friday night at CommBank. I'd probably go Para, but I wouldn't be confident.
That's
and then
fair.
we got Sharks. We got Sharks and Rabbitohs, which is probably Shark Park, but I reckon they would be convinced to move it just because more fans. But I would still tip the Sharks to beat Souths. And then prelim final, Panthers and Sharks and Cowboys and Eels. So we get the Panthers beating the Sharks and the Cowboys winning in Townsville. And we get a grand final, Panthers Cowboys, and the Cowboys win it. That's what I reckon.
Interesting.
happen.
That's
all right. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Just apologies about my internet connection. I say it's a bit laggy on mine at the moment, so hopefully that clears up. But, fellas, it's time.
Wow. It's here.
It's time for the Breakdown Podcast Game Show.
It's on.
It's on for
Now,
me.
there is no odds on the screen this week because it seems to be a bit of a curse. Seems to be a bit of a curse every time I put up the odds. So, ProEnzo Vidz, you are the favourite at $1.30.
Wakanda forever.
Fair enough. Yep.
$1.30 for ProEnzo Vidz. CHAMPA, you're paying $4 to win.
Mate,
$4.
I don't care. I've got this. I've got this, baby. Let's go.
Do you?
No. It's my
All right,
week this week. I'm not letting what happened last week or the week after.
All right. Well, here we go. Everyone knows. If anyone reveals the answers in the live chat, you will be banned for 5 minutes or you'll be blocked, depending on how I feel and depending on who it is. So do not give away the answers in the chat. Boys, you ready?
Yep.
Yes, I am.
All right. Question 1. Who won the 2013 semi-final between the Rabbitohs and the Raiders?
Rabbitohs?
You said it at the same time. You're both correct, but we'll go to a new question.
Ooh, all right. Oh, you switched on today, Lorenzo. Okay.
Yeah,
You
well, I'm
both
surprised you were.
you both look switched on. Fellas, who won the 2004 preliminary final between the Bulldogs and the Panthers?
Bulldogs.
I think ProEnzo was first.
Yeah, I was first. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I was just a bit quicker, a little bit there.
Come on. Let's get a review on that. Oh,
Well,
fine. Whatever. You take the point.
I was slightly quicker there. Come on.
I'm
You
pretty
take- you
sure.
take-
I'm pretty sure ProEnzo beat you by like an inch.
Yeah,
All right.
it was
I'll let
probably-
you have that one. I'll let you have that
The-
one.
Yeah,
The
thanks.
live chat are all saying ProEnzo as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
stop it.
It's probably like a little bit.
I've got
Oh,
judges.
crap.
Yeah, everyone's saying Lorenzo first. All right. Fuck, Chandler's going upside down. We're going on the fucking.
I'm back.
roller coaster
I'm back.
at Movie World. Movie World roller coaster. All right. Next question, fellas. Who won the 2004 qualifying final between the Bulldogs and the Cowboys?
Bulldogs.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
ProEnzo is correct.
Oh, fuck.
The Cowboys won that. I think it was 30-22.
Damn it.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
All right. Fuck.
You boys remember
All right.
that game? Matt Singh got a hat trick. He leaped over everyone and scored a couple tries.
Well, I wasn't alive then, but anyway, yeah.
Oh, you would have saw highlights of it.
Fuck. All right.
All right. CHAMPA, you need a miracle.
2-0. 2-0.
Right. Next question. Fellas, in 2016, who won the semi-final between the Panthers and the Raiders?
Panthers.
Raiders.
Raiders.
ProEnzo Vidz is the winner.
Fuck's
3-0,
sakes.
baby.
Fuck's sakes. Oh,
I switched on there.
God.
It was my day. It was my day, champ. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm going to the Sharks Cowboys game. I'm not that sad. Good
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
Lorenzo.
Big weekend ahead. It's a good game.
Fuck.
About time I clean sweep. It's been a while.
Clean sweep.
It's been a long time.
CHAMPA, next week you will be projected at $10 odds.
Oh,
Oh, no.
guy, who I was putting on a multi for that?
Everyone in the
Chat.
chat's going, wow. Ha! Cody Games PlayStation says, you suck, CHAMPA. Ha!
Oh.
Julian's
Ha,
here.
ha,
He said-
ha.
Brutal.
Julian says, wow.
Oh.
CHAMPA
Even
embarrassing.
Julian,
Yeah,
holy
told you
shit.
easy win for ProEnzo.
Oh.
Lead champ.
What happened to Brisbane? They're not in the finals, baby. And we beat you guys at Suncorp. So shut up.
All right, let's go. Finals preview, fellas. The NRL 2022 Finals Week 1 preview. Boys, the finals start tomorrow night. I cannot fucking wait for this. Fellas, Panthers, Eels, qualifying final, Friday night, 7:50 kickoff at Penrith Stadium. This game probably won't start at 8 o'clock, knowing the NRL. They say 7:50. always pushed back fucking 5-10 minutes because of just bullshit. Panthers, Eels. What a game. Who wins? By how much? And who's going to score the first try? ProEnzo, what do you reckon?
I've got the Panthers 1-12 by 6 points, and my anytime try scorer I'm going to go with is Isaac Tago.
Isaac Tago?
Yep.
CHAMPA, Panthers, Eels. What do you reckon, mate?
Parramatta's winning this one. They're winning this 1-12 by 10 points. And I've got Sivo scoring a double.
Double for Sivo. Para to win. Fuck.
Wow.
I'm going Penrith. 13 plus. I reckon I'll be far too good tomorrow night. And I believe it's going to be wet. So it's going to suit Penrith.
Yeah, it's rain.
And I will be at this game tomorrow night, so I cannot wait for this. But Penrith 13 plus, and first try score, I'm going to go with Viliami kick-out.
Hey, how about a tip if the Penrith security doesn't piss off Nick again?
Not that prick, not that cunt.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Just gotta hope not.
What if he's there? Holy crap! And he recognizes you, Nick.
He won't remember me. He won't remember me. If he does, I'll tell him to go fuck himself. Fucking asshole. I know his face, so if I run into him, I'll tell you what.
Be trouble.
All right, let's go to the next game, boys. Saturday, 5:40 in the afternoon at Amy Park in Melbourne, the elimination final. Melbourne Storm, Canberra Raiders. What a game. Jerome Hughes is named to play, but gee, I don't know if he will. There's a lot of doubt on him. ProEnzo, Storm Raiders.
Oh, I've got Storm by 6, 1-12 points. But I can see Raiders definitely turning up though. And my anytime try scorer is going to be Justin Olam, the centers.
Justin Olam, yeah, he's due. He's up against Matthew Tomoko, so not bad at all. What about yourself, Champa? Melbourne and Canberra. Can you see an upset here?
I want to back Raiders. You know, they put in a gutsy performance to get into the finals, but I think the Storm are just still on a different level. I'm going 13 plus. I think it's going to be an 18-point difference game, and I'm going to go North Haluma to score a try.
Look, I was tempted to go Canberra, but I just think Melbourne at home, they're just a little bit too good. Munster, I look at Munster and I'm going, he's such a good sort. He'll get him home. I will go Melbourne 1-12. 13 plus was tempting. And first try scorer, fuck it. I'll go with that good sort. Cameron Munster to score first. Fuck it, why not?
Oh, how about that?
Ball one.
Munster's a good sort, isn't he, boys?
Yeah, he's a fine specimen, that bloke.
He's a sexy human being, isn't he?
Oh,
I think he'll play well on Saturday.
He would be awesome on those fucking People's magazines that you get.
Oh, fucking.
You know, you walk into a barber.
Wow.
You know, boys, you walk into a barber. You have to wait 20 minutes. People's magazine. Cameron Munster in his underwear. Fantastic.
Oh, pause, Nick. Pause.
All right. Saturday night, 7:50 Shark Park. We'll be there. Sharks versus Cowboys. I can't wait for this. This is the Val Holmes and Chad Townsend Cup. I can't wait.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Look, I'm sorry, Nick, but look, obviously because you'll be there. Obviously, I'll be hoping that your boys get up, but I've leaned towards the Sharks here on the Saturday. I went the Sharks by 2.
You listen here, you son of a bitch. I'm getting on a fucking plane. I'm going all the way down to Sydney to watch my boys in a fucking big final. First ever Cowboys final I'm going to be at. And you have the audacity to tip those cunts from the Shire. And you're gonna be there, and you're gonna see me fucking watch my team lose. You fucking dog.
Oh,
come on, bro.
You know what? I hope you get knocked over on the way there. I hope a Shark fan tips you over or something, bro.
Oh,
thanks, Nick. Fuck me, dead.
Oh, come
Thank
on,
you.
bro. I'm going all the way down there.
I know, but I don't know. That's my tip, but we'll see anyway. We'll be close. We'll be close.
I hope it's wrong. But I'm just saying this: if we don't win, I will probably.
I can imagine what you'll do if they don't win.
A lot of people. Are you having a look at the chat, Nick?
I'm gonna struggle to not say anything. I'm gonna keep my mouth. I'm gonna have to get duct tape in my mouth. It's gonna be very hard not to say anything.
The chat's going off, Nick. I don't think a lot of them
I'm
are tipping
going
the
to
Cowboys.
stay under control. I'm gonna stay under control, but fuck, it's gonna be not hard not to.
Well, Nick, I'm backing your boys. I reckon they'll win
Love
it.
you, Champa.
I reckon they'll win it. I reckon they'll get a 1-12 win. I reckon I think it's gonna be down. It's gonna be down to the 4 or 6 points. It's gonna be that close. And I reckon first try scorer. You gotta go Val Holmes against his old club. And guess what?
Right.
It's gonna be Chad Townsend to set him up. So boom, double trouble for Cronulla.
Drug Nola. They're gonna get fucked up.
Drugs forever. That is the motto of the Sharks.
I tipped the Cowboys by 6 the other day, but I'm gonna go the Cowboys 13 plus.
Oh, 13 plus.
Ooh.
Fuck
Really?
the Sharks. They're gonna get rolled. The Cowboys are the best balanced team in the comp. Ruben Cotter. Seriously, I just need to get a picture of him on the wall. Is that good?
Oh, I just want to kiss a photo of him.
I just want to lick his neck. He's that good.
Oh!
What the fuck?
I would put sunscreen on his neck for him. Is that good?
Oh!
Sword?
You know,
Fuck,
Jason
you'll be
Tamalolo. If he just went like that, I'd grab his bicep and just squeeze it.
Use a wielding bag. Use a wielding.
It's gonna no. In all seriousness, Cowboys by 6. I'm just taking the piss out of everyone tonight. First try scorer, Jeremiah and I will score the first try in the back row because that old cunt Wade Graham doesn't have the speed
Unfair
to
battle.
contain him. But yeah, Cowboys to win. I'll go something like 16 to 10.
Ooh, pretty close. Pretty close.
Cowboys to win. And the final game, fellas, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Elimination final at Allianz Stadium. I'll also be at this game. Roosters versus Rabbitohs. This will be a cracker. This is such a tough game to pick. ProEnzo, what do you reckon?
I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs for redemption here. I think South will bounce back and want to try and definitely turn up and not go through what they did last week because the Roosters were pretty much just bashing them all over the park last week. So I think this week guys like Trell will stand up and I think they'll be a bit too good. So I'm going to tip the Rabbitohs by 12 and my anytime try scorer is going to be anytime try scorer the Trell as well.
Oh, Latrell Mitchell to give it to the Rooster supporters. I love it.
I think so.
Champa, Roosters and Rabbitohs.
Come on, Souths. Glory to South Sydney. I'm going the Souths. I'm going Souths by 10 points. And I'm going to say the first try scorer is going to be... I'm going to go... Fuck it. I'll go Latrell as well.
Latrell Mitchell?
Yeah.
Boys, I don't like it when we all go the same for one match, but I'm going to go the Rabbitohs as well. I think Souths will win. I really do.
How good is that?
We all agree. We all agree.
The Rabbitohs are going to beat the Roosters. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Murray, Cook, Graham all back. I can see that chubby fat country Hutchison in the centres. I don't like that. He's going to get exposed. The Rabbitohs will win, and they will win by South by 4. I reckon, 24-20 or something. And the first try scorer, it's going to be Mr. Alex Johnson. He will bounce back and score the first try this week.
How good's that?
Interesting. Oh, that'd be good.
Boys, I can't wait for the finals. I'm going to be at every game except the Melbourne game. I can't wait to be there.
Oh, all 3 games will be at 2. I can't wait.
The vlogs are going to be elite.
Yeah, absolutely.
The whole weekend is going to be fantastic. Cannot wait. All right. ProEnzo, Vidz, all that Champa. Thanks for coming on tonight. It's been a great show.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us on, Nick.
was fantastic, and I'll see you boys on Saturday, and I'll see you across the weekend.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, bro.
ProEnzo, I'll see you in about 24 hours from now, actually. I should just be getting the Penrith around tomorrow night.
Yeah, just about, actually. So, yeah, I'll see you soon, bro.
Should be good. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap up the podcast now. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed the little haircut I got. But anyway, like, subscribe, share, do all that good shit. Enjoy your night. And as always, lads, the Cowboys to win the premiership. Hang on, let me get the microphone down here. It's our fucking year.
Drugs, granola. Come on, the cows. But come on, Para.
Oh, no.